Okay, what's up, guys? This is hot off the presses. Just saw this thanks to the Discord. So, immediate release statement by Pentagon Press Secretary Brigadier General Pat Ryder on the annual report on unidentified anomalous phenomena. Pat Ryder. Sounds so familiar. October 18th. Darn, this is 2 days ago. Yesterday, the Department of Defense and the Office of the Director of National Intelligence delivered to Congress the annual report on unidentified anomalous phenomena as required by the NDAA fiscal year 2022 and as amended by the NDAA for fiscal year 2023. And analyzing and understanding potential threats, blah, 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 is an ongoing collaborative effort involving many Department of Defense agencies, and the department thanks the Office of the Director of National Intelligence, ODNI, and other contributing departments and agencies for their collaborative efforts to produce this report. Okay, they take it seriously. Safety of our personnel, incursions into airspace. So AARO is leading the DoD's efforts in coordination with ODNI and other government agencies to document, analyze, and when possible, resolve UAP reports using a rigorous scientific framework and a data-driven approach that doesn't listen to credible evidence. This year's UAP report covers UAP reports from August 31 to April 30th. Okay, August 31, 2022 to April 30th, as well as any UAP report from previous time periods that were not included. Okay, so they received a total 291 UAP reports during that time period, so from August 31 to April 30th, consisting of 274 that occurred during this period and another 17 that occurred from 2019 to 2022, but were not included in previous reports. This brought the total cases that AARO has been reviewing to over 800 as of April 30, 2023. So that's a few. Okay, so then we go to the website. All right, unclassified. So I haven't looked at this before. Office of the Director of National Intelligence, Department of Defense, Fiscal year 2023 Consolidated Annual Report on Unidentified Anomalous Phenomena, October 23. So they're on time. They need to have it done by end of October, I believe. So they're early. Clear for open publication. So that's it. That Department of Office of Pre-Publication and Security of Review. That's the DOPSR, right? Department of Defense, DoD, OPSR. So same thing. Table of contents. How long is this thing? 14 pages. Executive summary, scope and assumptions. UAP reporting is increasing across the U.S. government. Great. And the implementation of improved analytic processes is revealing trends. Okay. Are they going to actually tell us any trends? Overall trend analysis. First, geographic safety trends, increased FAA reporting, shifting geographic collection bias and morphology trend. Maybe it's altitude-based, but maybe they're actually getting FAA reporting. Talking to pilots, though, it sounded like they didn't. It was still stigmatized. No health physiological impacts from UAP incidents reported. Well, that's interesting. Data and intelligence sources received through various intelligence channels. Okay. AARO program updates, analytic division. They love all these divisions. Operation collections division, science and technology division. This is the one he had on there that they did, I think, retrievals. Strategic communications division. Okay. Strategic communication. Frame the narrative. And then the way forward and appendices. All right. I'm pretty excited about this, actually. I don't know why I was just not I have such low expectations, I guess. Executive summary. This report is provided by the DoD and ODNI in response to the requirement in that NDA we already talked about. Covers UAPs from 31 August. There's the dates. All right. Says it again. The same thing. Reporting from this period continues to depict a strong but shifting collection bias. Most reports still reflect a bias towards restricted military airspace, a result of reporting from military personnel and sensors present in such areas. Right? Makes sense. This bias has been lessened by reporting from commercial pilots showing a more diverse geographic distribution of UAP sightings across the United States. Okay, so that must mean that they're linking it to actual FAA reports. However, these reports mostly cover observations over U.S. airspace and littoral waters, and therefore, as these reports continue to come in, a U.S.-centric collection bias will grow significantly relative to the rest of the world. It's always U.S.-centric, isn't it? During the reporting period, AARO received no reports indicating UAP sightings have been associated with any adverse health effects. However, many reports from military witnesses do present potential safety of flight concerns. And there are some cases where reported UAP have potentially exhibited one or more concerning performance characteristics, such as high-speed travel and unusual maneuverability. Okay, so it says it right here. Some cases. One or more concerning performance. Okay, so there are some cases where reported UAP have potentially exhibited one or more concerning performance characteristics. Some cases. Okay, so more than one. and exhibited one or more concerning characters. AARO has deconflicted these cases with potential U.S. programs and continues to work closely with its DoD and intelligence community mission partners. Okay, so it checked. Was it ours? And they said no. To identify and attribute any objects found in these cases. Okay, so that sounds like they have some cases, at least, some cases of unusual maneuverability and high-speed travel. All right, they're still, of course, continues to investigate, research all cases. While the mere presence of UAP in the airspace represents a potential hazard to flight safety, none of these reports suggest the UAP maneuvered to an unsafe proximity to civil or military aircraft, positioned themselves in flight paths, or otherwise posed a direct threat. All right, although none of these UAP reports have been positively attributed to foreign activities, these cases continue to be investigated. All right, AARO continues to make progress, receiving, standardized, analyzing, and boringly resolving reports of UAP, working with military and technical partners to improve sensor placement and calibration, okay, to better collect against UAP. Maybe undersea, is there anything undersea? To elevate the quality of reporting and to provide risk reduction for improved domain awareness. While this progress is facilitating collection and analysis of the UAP problem set, the continued volume and unidentified nature of most UAP is a direct consequence of gaps in domain awareness. So this is basically, we don't know everything in the universe that's going on, at least on planet Earth. I think we know a lot more than people are letting on. These gaps are the direct result of insufficient data secured by radar, electro-optical, infrared sensors, presence of sensor artifacts such as IR flare, and optical effects such as parallax that can cause observational misperceptions. Based on the ability to resolve cases to date, with an increase in the quality of data secured, the unidentified and purported anomalous nature of most UAP will likely resolve to ordinary phenomena and significantly reduce the amount of UAP case submissions. Okay, what about the Tic Tac? What about the gimbal? Yeah, of course. You're going to get a lot out of 800. Okay, say there's one that's a real UFO. What about that one? All right, scope and assumptions. It was drafted by AARO, ODNI's intelligence manager for military integration, coordinated with the Undersecretary of Defense and Intelligence Security Office. I think that was the Office of the Assistant Secretary of Defense, Homeland Defense, Hemispheric Affairs. The Office of the Principal Deputy Assistant Secretary of Defense for Nuclear, Chemical, Biological Defense Programs. Great. Love to have that job, right? The Office of the Deputy Assistant Secretary of Defense for Nuclear Matters. Look how many offices there are. Deputies and Deputy of Office. The Office of the General Counsel of the DoD. The Office of the Assistant to the Secretary of Defense for Public Affairs. ODNI's NIM, Economic Security and Emerging Technology. ODNI's National Counterintelligence Security Center. ODNI's National Intelligence Center. Department of Energy. So there's DOE. That's good. The Nuclear Regulatory Commission, NASA, National Security Agency, NSA, Defense Intelligence Agency, National Geospatial Intelligence. I mean, they listed like everything. Is this all 18 intelligence agencies? DoD Joint Staff, National Ground Intelligence Center, Missile and Space Intelligence Center, Office of Naval Intelligence. I've been there. National Maritime Intelligence Center, FBI, FAA, NRO, National Oceanographic and Atmospheric Administration. So NOAA, that was cool talking to Tim Gallaudet. He basically ran that. The Air Force Research Laboratory, Kirtland, I think is where that mainly is. National Air and Space Intelligence Center, NASIC, I've been there. Giant building with no windows. Oak Ridge National Laboratory, that's the nuke one, right? What's that one? Naval Criminal Investigative Service. What is that? That must be their OSI. Okay, and then the military. Space Force in there? Yeah, they're in there. Coast Guard? Where's the Coast Guard? Assumptions. Okay. UAP reporting is increasing across the U.S. government, and the implementation of improved analytic processes is revealing trends. We're at 9 minutes here. I'll try and get this in under 15. Okay, recovers those reports. What's this? 801. 800 or what is it? Is it 800 or 801? Of these reports, 290 occurred within the air domain and 1 in the maritime domain. Just 1. Interesting. But they must have had 1 under, does that mean undersea? No transmedium or space domain UAP reports were submitted to AARO. Interesting. No space domain? None, huh? The increase in reporting is in part due to deepening federal relationships and AARO's ability to incorporate new reports into its education and research process. All right. Reporting from this period continues to depict a strong but shifting collection bias. And by the way, if you have 0, that means you're getting no reporting, by the way. because you're undoubtedly going to have some mistakes, right? If you're actually getting reporting from space, there's going to be something in there. Like they talked about, many of these are just mundane. If you have no reports, that means you're getting no reporting. 0. We learned that in safety. Most reports still reflect a bias towards restricted military airspace, a result of reporting from military personnel and sensors present in such areas. Yeah, it's similar to the survivor bias effect, where they basically, the planes that were coming back, the ones that actually came back were all, their bellies were all shot up, but their wings were fine, and so it leads you to, you would want to put actual armor on the bellies, but that's not where you need it. You actually need it on the wings, right? So if you're getting no reports, it's easy if you're in charge to be like, we're super safe, everything's going great. All right, this bias has been lessened by reporting from commercial pilots showing a more diverse geographic distribution of UAP sightings across the U.S. However, these reports mostly cover observations over U.S. airspace and littoral waters. Okay, that's a repeat. Here we go. Did any of this change? Ambiguous sensor context, not reported. This is new, isn't it? These are new. I haven't seen it. Okay, figure 1. There's a new chart. Yeah, new chart. Reported UAP morphologies, 2023 fiscal year. Okay. Not reported, 53%. Not reported, so no shape. And then no lights. So if half are not reported, reported lights. No shape and no lights. It seems like something's missing there, right? So if this is half of your morphologies, half of them are not being reported as any shapes, then I would see, how would they see it then? It's just a shape, but no aircraft light? Is that what that's talking about? Okay, no lights is 80%. 21% had lights. Interesting to see like an overlay, like how many of these had lights? What's a breakout of this? Can we get any actual data breakout, or does it have to just be this pie chart that we're kind of guessing at? What else can we get out of this? Not reported, 53%. Okay, oval 4%. Cylinders only 1%. Disc 2%. Triangle or an irregular shape. So irregular shapes 6%. Triangle is 1%. Rectangle is 2%. And orb round sphere now is 25%. So that was much higher. I think it was it 43%? Was in the first one. So that's definitely cut down. Ambiguous sensor contact. Ambiguous sensor contact. That's a morphology? Like you just can't get like from radar, right? You can't get a necessary shape from the radar unless you have super advanced radar. Like you can do mapping of the ground using synthetic aperture radar, but I don't know if you can use that for aircraft or in the air. Maybe you can, some super secret classified technique I don't know about. But if you just have a radar hit, it comes back. Normally, you're just going to get a range and an angle, and a velocity if you have pulse train, etc. Okay, so then we go down. Cool. All right, new charts. That's cool. Now this is more, new charts here. All right, I guess I know what I'm making for Tuesday's video. Let's see. Reported UAP altitudes. Yeah, this is what airliners, they love putting in the commercial airline traffic. But then why is it here? What is that, 20 to 25,000? I wonder, that's the limit of our drones mainly, I wonder if it's just, where are you getting a lot of this info? Or It's funny, you have a definite spike there, right? Okay, and Middle East, they still have nothing in Europe, right? Okay, this is Italy. Looks like Italy's now recording. So, no, our training was in here. So USAFE, I still don't see any reporting coming from USAFE, but now they are getting more coverage. This must be from the FAA, I wonder. And they're getting more coverage here. So CENTCOM's helping. That must be where the Navy's flying. Navy there. So this is That's off Okinawa, Taiwan. So look at that. All right, yeah, so USAFE is still not reporting. Interesting. I wonder when they're going to get that on board. I mention every time. Okay, increased FAA reporting, shifting geographic collection bias and morphology trend. All right, 15 minutes. Let's see if we can get through this. They received over 100 UAP incident reports from the FAA. Interesting. That contribute to trend analysis of activity of the U.S. and its adjacent waters. Of the incident reports FAA has shared with AARO, the vast majority concern sightings of unidentified lights without specific shape at wildly varying estimated altitudes from less than 5,000 feet up to 60,000 feet. None of these reports suggest the UAP are exhibiting anomalous characteristics, maneuvered to an unsafe proximity, or posed a threat to flight safety. AARO will continue to add to these reports as appropriate and archive where they will be used in overall trend analysis. Okay, so that's good. 100 UAP reports. Good work. No health physiological impacts. Data and intelligence sources received through various intelligence channels. Yeah, I was interested on this. AARO's new integrated analysis process ensures that raw intelligence related to UAP from various intelligence disciplines are assimilated into all source data packages analyzed by teams of scientists and intelligence analysts. You wonder if like anything's really happening. AARO's analysts scour multiple classified and unclassified databases to identify any existing data on each UAP case. On each UAP case. Any existing data on each. Prioritizing technical sensor information that yields the highest quantity of pertinent, valuable data for review. As the office employs more sensors specifically tailored for UAP detection, the amount and variety of technical data produced will increase, facilitating more and better analytic fidelity. What about witness data? I haven't heard anything about that. AARO Program Updates, Analytic Division. Yeah, physical testing. I don't know. I'm just not excited about reading this section. Sorry, guys. Operations and Collection Division. They're going to operate and collect. I'll have to read this later, but it just seems so boring right now. Strategic Communications Division. AARO successfully exercised its process for declassifying data and full motion videos of UAP events for an open congressional hearing held on 21 March. Yeah. This process is a complicated, synchronized effort that involves various stakeholders and information owners with differing processes. I mean, he released some videos. Yes, he did. It was way better than a year ago with Scott Bray and Moultrie up there just lying to us. Way forward. The space and maritime domains need to be fully integrated into AARO's processes. Yes. Yeah, you had no reporting, so that means you're getting no reporting. Airborne UAP continued to dominate UAP reporting. 290 of the 291 reports. Consequently, the relationship between AARO and air domain elements such as NIM-MIL, USAF, including NASIC and AFRO, and air command elements remains strong, continues to deepen. A collaboration with Space Force, U.S. Space Command, NRO, and NASA is well underway. Okay, integration of the maritime domains and other areas where AARO will seek to make significant progress in the coming year. Mitigating reporting bias, increasing reporting quality. Okay, they want better partners. It'd be great to see some any sort of international engagement. San Marino's doing a bunch of stuff this year. I think in November. They're having in a few weeks, actually. Man, I wonder if I can make it there. Attached to the pilot example of a result of AARO's full-phase analytic process. The files and company data each case have been given to AARO's IC and S&T partners. All right, so did they give anything here? Western U.S., case resolution 8 May. Almost certainly commercial aircraft traveling on well-established corridors as far as 300 miles. Okay, so it's probably the one they showed. Did I see that one? AARO's S&D partners independently came to the same conclusion. So this is like a report. Western U.S. UAP shape distorted due to sensor vibration. They were likely commercial aircraft transiting known flight corridors between major. So basically it's an aircraft. And that's what they're saying is distorted due to sensor vibration. Is that the one that... No, that didn't have it behind it. Remember the Phantom? What was that? Corbell called that the Phantom of something. Okay. All right, well, it's something. Let's just scroll through to see if there's anything interesting here. 20 minutes on that video. UAP attribution, risk, threat. All right, well, they produced a report. They gave us some new numbers. It looks like they are coordinating with the FAA. It is better than nothing. So we should call the office AARO. Better than nothing. Getting slightly better. Thanks, Dr. K. Finally, UAP Society, the organization I started, has a UAP video challenge. You can go to our Discord to get more information. The basic idea is to present in a video form. What is your idea to get tangible UAP evidence? Is it a camera system? Is it an idea for an app? Can you build some sort of intercommunication device using Tesla coils? What is your idea? If you have an idea for UAPs to try and track down, get more evidence for the phenomenon, then this is your chance. All you have to do is put your idea into a video. It could just be you talking, okay, with a PowerPoint presentation. The actual quality of the video doesn't matter. It is the idea. Can we execute the plan? Can we go fund it? Can we use it? And we will. If you post that video, put UAP DeSci as a hashtag in the title, and then have that up by the end of November, you will have a chance to win $1,000. Pick one winner of $1,000 and one second winner of $500. And the point is to get a bunch of videos and ideas out there about how we can get more evidence for the phenomenon. Hope you guys can get excited about this. I certainly am. And why not? Get your idea out there. Put your mouth where your money is and maybe get some money back and win $1,000 or $500 second place. So thank you so much for watching this. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Please hit the like button. It really does help the video. And then subscribe. You can get future notifications of when I release my videos. And then please consider supporting the channel, and you get additional benefit, exclusive videos on patreon.com/Chris Lato. If just 1 in 100 of you supported, that would be more than enough to support my channel going into the future. So thank you so much for considering. Have a great day. Peace.